Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about the application process for graduate school in America. I'm not sure about other countries, but there are a couple steps that you might want to think about. So the first one, of course, is to choose what you want to study in graduate school. And, ask yourself if you want to study for 2 or 5, 8 more years after you graduate from college. Because, if you want to do a master's, it's going to be 2 years, but if you do a PhD, normally it's 5 years, but it could take to 8 years. So think about it. And if the answer is yes, then, look at the classes that you've taken so far, talk to your professors to see, ask them what they think are your strengths and weaknesses, and, you know, take all of that into account. Sit down and think about you yourself 10 years from now. What do you want to do? Do you want to be an economist? Do you want to work in iBanking? Or do you want to be a consultant? So think about it. And so yeah, and then if you don't know the answers to any of those questions and you feel like you're kind of not that passionate about going to graduate school, then you might want to go to work for a couple of years, maybe a year, to find out what you are really interested in, and make some money before you move on to graduate school. So the second step is after you know for sure that you want to go to graduate school, then you can look at the rankings of the programs in the area that you want to study. So, for example, if you want to study economics, you can go to usnewsranking.com and then look at their graduate school ranking um, in econ. And then the next step is to go to the websites of the schools that you're interested in, and if you don't know yet, then just check out a lot of websites to see what interests you and what doesn't. And when you're on those websites, there are a couple of things you might want to look at. First is the curriculum, what classes they are offering. Do those classes sound interesting to you? Do you want to pursue that? The second thing is the professors in the program. Look at their CVs, their research interests, their career path, because they will be the ones who will be guiding you and refer you to their colleagues or their friends and future employers. So look at that. And then the third thing is financial aid, because it's very important. Internship opportunities if you want to do a master's, or if you want to get a PhD and work in the private or nonprofit sector, and job placement statistics to see how well they have performed in terms of placing people at different jobs. The fourth step is to pick 3 or 4 schools from the top tier, the middle tier, and the lower tier, because you want to have a safe bet. You don't want to apply to all the top schools or all the schools in the middle, because you never know, you might get accepted to a top program, and you want to have some like a safety net. So apply to some schools that you think you'll have a better chance of getting accepted. So in total, I would say about 10, 12, 14 schools, but it's really expensive to apply, so think about it. Yeah. And the fifth step is, let me see. So after you pick the schools that you are interested in, you should set a date to take the GRE. And I can't stress this enough. Take it as soon as you can, and spend time each day studying for the GRE. And the best time to study for it is the summer before your senior year, because you have more free time, and I don't know, maybe you're working full time, but that's the summer before your senior year, and if you study for the GRE and if you take it like after the summer is over, you'll still remember all the material that you learned. And do a lot of practice tests. They're like, you don't have, like, if you're still in school, you don't have to buy those books. Just go to the library and check out GRE practice tests. And you can order interlibrary loan, so then you don't have to pay for it. The school has to do it, but you can take advantage of that. The sixth step is to focus on your GPA, especially in the fourth semester of your senior year, because when you apply to graduate school, maybe if you want to apply right after college, your GPA will, your overall GPA will, the transcript that you send to the school will include the GPA for the fall semester. And so you want to make a good impression. You want the admissions committee to know that you're still doing well in school and that you're determined. And it's just a good way to make a good impression on your professor, so that it'll be easier for you to get a rec letter or 3 rec letters. That's usually the case. Just besides the obvious that you want to learn for yourself. So step 7 is, like I just said, ask for rec letters. Because when you apply for graduate school, it's not only you, but you need to ask for recommendations from your professor. Usually it's 2 or 3 professors. So think about who knows you the best and who would give you a positive letter. You don't want to have an amazing application and then one recommendation letter that is not very positive. It will ruin your chances of getting accepted. I'm pretty positive about it. Step 8 is to write the personal statement, and I can't stress this enough. Write early, very early. As soon as you decide to apply to graduate school and know what you want to do, sit down, think about your experiences, and write a personal letter. And after you're done with it, send it to other people so then they can proofread it. Send it to your professors or people who have been accepted to graduate school before, because they know what it's like to write a personal statement and they have experience dealing with that. So step 9 is fill out the applications. Believe it or not, it's really time consuming. It's very time consuming. And for each school, it'll take you, I don't know, a really long time. So start early. That's the advice that I have for everyone. Start early. And step 10, after you fill out the application, submit it early. Early. It's very good for you. Both in terms of your chances of getting accepted. Normally they say that they all just leave all the applications there, and it's true. But some of the schools that I know, the moment they receive the applications, they'll start. It's like rolling admissions, so they'll start reviewing the applications. I myself got accepted into a program even before the deadline for application. I'm serious. And they so it's a good program. And submitting your applications early is also very important for you when you apply for a financial aid, because if you wait until the last minute, all the funding will run out, because when they see a list of applicants are promising, then they'll think about who they want to give money to. And if your application comes like really late, even if they like you, they don't have more money anymore. So yeah, start early, apply early, and then best of luck with your applications. Bye.